They called me Dead Boy because I smiled when I bled. Before the pit, I was the most boring person at my high school. Not shy, not awkward, just empty. Teachers forgot my answers before I finished talking. Girls looked through me like I was made of glass. I ate lunch alone for 2.5 years, and not a single person ever asked to sit with me. I wasn't sad about it. That was the scary part. I felt nothing about anything. I didn't want friends. I didn't want hobbies. I wanted to feel something, anything, even if it was pain. That's the headspace I was in when I found out about the pit. Underground fights every Friday behind the old Walmart. No refs, no rules. Just two kids beating each other while rich kids bet their parents money. I went to watch. I left with a split lip and $300. And for the first time in my life, I felt alive. My first opponent was a kid named Darius. Won 6 fights in a row. Biceps the size of my head. The organizer Bruce looked at me like I was already dead. "You sure? Darius doesn't stop when you tap." Good. The fight started, and he hit me so hard my vision went white. I hit the ground, tasted concrete and blood. The crowd was laughing, but I got up. He hit me again. I got up again. By the 4th time, nobody was laughing. Darius was breathing hard. I was smiling with blood in my teeth. "You done?" I asked. He hesitated. That's when I learned the secret. Fighting isn't about being stronger. It's about wanting it more. And nobody wanted it more than someone who had nothing else. I caught him with a right hook while he was catching his breath. Bruce had to pull me off. Word spread fast. The kid who wouldn't stay down. The kid who smiled when he bled. Dead Boy. By week 12, I was 12-0. Kids from other schools came just to watch. Then Victor showed up. A legend. Graduated 2 years ago. Undefeated at 14-0 when he left. Rumor was he put someone in a coma once. Rumor was he came back specifically because of me. Because I was about to break his record. Bruce hyped it for weeks. $2 grand to the winner. Biggest pot in pit history. The night of the fight, I couldn't even get close to the warehouse. Cars everywhere. Older guys with face tattoos. Girls filming for their Finstas. Victor was already in the circle when I got there. Shirtless. Covered in tattoos. Looking at me like I was a bug. "You're the one who smiles." "Yeah. Let's see if you're still smiling when I'm done." First 2 minutes he destroyed me. Professional level combos. I went down 3 times. Crowd got quiet. Bruce stopped taking bets, but I kept getting up. Every single time. And every time I did, Victor's face changed. Confusion. Frustration. Then fear. "Why won't you stay down?" I spit blood onto the concrete. "Because I don't know how." He charged at me sloppy and angry. Angry fighters make mistakes. He threw a wild right hook. I slipped it. Countered with everything I had. Caught him right on the jaw. Then I didn't stop until Bruce pulled me off. Victor wasn't moving. Then he groaned and looked up at me with pure hate. "Rematch." "No," I said. "I'm retired." The crowd erupted. Bruce handed me 2,000 cash. Kids were chanting Dead Boy. I walked out of that warehouse a legend and straight into flashing lights. Cops everywhere. Undercover had been watching for weeks. Bruce got arrested. I told the detective I just came to watch. He looked at my bloody face and said, "Get out of here, kid." I walked home with 2,000 in my waistband. Senior year, I went back to being nobody.